It's Tuesday Trend Day again, and it's April 20th, 2021, and I got 10 more RedBubble trends for you. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts, the channel all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you like to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So it's Tuesday Trend Day again, and I got 10 more RedBubble trends for you this week. These are all new trends, different from last week. Now for each of these trends, I have an idea board where you can look at some ideas that I came up with from the internet. Now these idea boards aren't for you to copy the designs on there. They are just there to help you brainstorm and think of ideas on your own. So you're going to want to make yours different and stand out from the competition and actually make things that people want to wear and make it look as if an artist designed it, right? So there's that theme again on RedBubble. Designed by artists, so make sure that it's something nice people want to wear and it looks like someone took some time and designed for it. And remember, these trends are just tags, so your t-shirt doesn't actually have to say those words on it, or your sticker doesn't actually have to say all those words on it. That's just the theme around the t-shirt or sticker that you're gonna be designing for. So as long as it matches that tag, you can use that tag, that trending tag that we're showing today. So you're going to want to stay to the end to see all the trending tags on this video, all 10 of them. I'll put it in a nice list for you so you can use it as your to-do list for this week, as well as another edition of trend credits. So lots going on in this video. Let's get started. All right, so here's trend number 1. Orange juice box. It only has 395 results, so pretty low competition. These are the best selling. So you can see here, they don't actually have the words. Most of them don't have the words orange juice box. That's kind of what I was saying. You can put just a picture of an orange juice box. You can see here different ways to draw an orange juice box. You can have the straw. It can be just in a box by itself. These smaller ones, right? So lots of different ways to do this. People are looking for these for some reason. And then let's take a look at the idea board. So here it is, orange juice box. So here's the 15 product tags that you can use for orange juice box. Again, centering around oranges, breakfast, those kinds of things. And then you could do some other things. Once you have that design, maybe you want to do some other fruit juices, maybe some other food illustrations since you're already drawing orange juices and stuff. And then you could do some 90s kawaii stuff. Remember, I showed you in a previous video how to do some of those 90s kawaii, so you can see it. You can make it like that too. So here are some graphics I found on the internet that can help you brainstorm oranges, right? Different ways to do it, a slice. You could even do it like a splat kind of thing. And then different juice boxes, right? You got the big tall one, you got the one with the straw. You got some cute kawaii kind of looking things here. You could also have animals drinking out of an orange juice box, right? This is a unicorn, but you could do a cat, a dog, whatever you want. So here's some ideas for you to do this trend number 1, orange juice box. So for trend number 2, I found this. April girls are sunshine mixed with a little hurricane. Only 351 results. And it is April, so no wonder this is trending. So this could be a good birthday gift for people who are born in April, right? April girls. And so you can see this is the best selling. Look at all the different ways that you can do it here. I'm going to just scroll down so you can see the competition. Don't copy these. You want to make sure yours is better than these and stand out. And I think you can in here. So let's look at the idea board. You can see here 15 product tags. A lot of them have to do with April and birthdays around April, as well as sunshine, hurricane, kind of sweet, mostly savage, that kind of thing. In this case, I think you would want to put April girls are sunshine mixed with a little hurricane on your t-shirt or sticker, but you don't have to. You could do, different ways, sunshine and things like that, April birthdays, that kind of thing. So other ideas is April birthday sayings, other months, right? Once you have April girls, you could do May girls, June girls, and funny woman sayings. There's a lot of those funny girl sayings, just like this one, where it's like kind of sweet, mostly savage, kind of sweet, mostly sarcastic. I think that was one of the ones we had before. So funny stuff like that. So here's some graphics that you can use in your design. So of course, there's different ways to draw sun or sunshine. That's what I have here. Then I thought hurricane, what are some different ways to draw hurricane? So there's this right here. and then kind of mix them together, right? Put them together. You can see in this case, there's a sunshine and then there's a hurricane, right? But you don't have to. This one just has a sunflower, right? So you don't have to use these. Just think of different ways. And this one only has like light rays and no hurricane. So different ways to do it. Of course, don't copy these again. Make your own design. But these are some ideas to help you brainstorm for this trend. Trend number 2, April girls are sunshine mixed with a little hurricane. So here's trend number 3 that I found for you. I like this one. Don't look for love, look for donuts. Only 270 results. So here are the best selling. You can see here different ways to do that. So remember, these trends are not necessarily the trends that have the lowest results. I'm handpicking these trends so that we can find things to design for it. So in this case, love and donuts, right? So I think this one will really help. People love donuts. So I picked this one. You can see lots of different ways to do that. So lots of different ways to draw donuts and to make sure that you put love in donuts, that kind of thing. So don't look for love, look for donuts, right? That's a cool one. So here's some ideas on the idea board. 15 product tags around like single life, dating, relationships, that kind of thing, as well as donuts, right? Because you're saying don't look for love, look for donuts. Other funny love sayings you could do, other donut sayings, lots of donut puns and donuts things. And then do different donut types. You've seen groupings with food. I think donut groupings would be good too. So again, you don't have to put don't look for love, look for donuts on the t-shirt. It could just be something about a donut with a character or a heart-shaped donut or things like that. So, or love with the donuts, right? So here are some different graphics for love, of course, hearts, things like that, arrows through hearts. And here are different graphics for donuts. So different ways to do donuts, different colors for donuts as well. And then I thought, why not have animals eating donuts or animals with donuts? Those kind of mashups do really well too. So this is your trend number 3. Don't look for love, look for donuts. So for trend number 4, I found this banana duck. Only 269 results. And here are the best selling. Basically, it's a mashup between a duck and a banana. I don't know if this was a meme or something. It is pretty funny though. So you can see lots of different ways to have a banana with a duck. And these don't have the words banana duck on it. It's just a graphic, right? So different ways to do a banana duck. Take a look at these here. And here are some ideas I have for you on my idea board. First of all, the product tags. Don't forget about bananas and ducks, funny banana, things like that, mashing up things. You could do some other mashups once you've done this, maybe some mashup with animals and different fruits or duck sayings, duck puns, and some other memes if this was a meme. I think those can do really well on t-shirts and stickers, of course, because they already have that popularity. People are looking for it. So banana duck graphics. At first, I found some banana graphics. You can see here different ways to draw bananas and different ways to draw ducks here. And then kind of just mash them up together. So you can see there's some different ways to mash them up together like that. So this could be a really fun one for you to do. Just so many ways to put them together. Make yours original and stand out. And have fun with this one. So this is trend number 4, banana duck. So for trend number 5, I found this summer days and double plays. Only 247 results, so pretty low competition. Here are the best selling. It is getting to be summer, so of course, summertime, baseball, people who love to watch baseball and play baseball. So you can see here, double plays is for baseball. You can look at all these designs here. Make sure yours is different than these and can stand out. Not a lot of baseball theme. Well, we have some here, but some people are just mostly using words. So I think that if you put some graphics in yours could stand out pretty well. Let's look at the idea board. Here are the 15 product tags you can use. A lot of them with baseball and summer, of course. So got those dual things that you can play on here. So other ideas you can do once you have that down is some other summer sayings, right? We're going to get into summer pretty quick here. And so more and more people are going to want these summer sayings and baseball sayings, of course, too, since they're the boys of summer, and other summer activities. You got swimming, outdoors activities, those kinds of things. So here's some graphics that mean summer, right? You got the sun, of course, flip-flops. You got other things, umbrellas, palm trees, ice cream, shades, and of course baseball. So you got an actual baseball, someone playing baseball, other icons with baseball bat. So here are some ways that you can kind of put it together. So you can see some examples here of how people put, the sun and a baseball with a heart, or the sun as a baseball. So baseball plate, right? So think of those different graphics that you can use. You can also search on Google for icons, so baseball icons or summer icons, where you can get more ideas like this. So not just clip art. So that's a good tip right there. If you're looking for ideas on Google, you can do that. So here are some ideas for you to brainstorm and come up with your own way for this trend number 5, summer days and double plays. So for trend number 6, I found this outline tree of life, only 176 results, and these are the best selling. You'll notice that they don't use these words. This is just a tag, right? So mostly it's a picture of a tree with roots, or just a nice big tree. Let's look at some of these other ones. So colorful here with leaves, right? So make sure to think of your own way to do this kind of outline of a tree. So take a look at that. Kind of like a family tree, a tree of life. So you can Google on that, but take a look at that. Some really cool things, cool stickers. Here are some ideas for you. Here are some product tags that you can use, and other tree things, other tree nature art you can do, other tree sayings. This one doesn't have words, but you could do, once you have the tree, you could do some tree sayings on a different one, and some Earth Day designs. I think that's one of the reasons why this is probably trending. Earth Day is really popular, and I think that's probably why this is pretty popular as well. You're going to see a lot of Earth Day designs on POD sites during this month and more. So take a look at these. These are different ways that you can draw trees. These are just branches, but some of them have leaves. Lots of different ways to draw trees. So some ways are more iconic, right? You got both the branches and the roots here. And these are, you can see actual people in here. So just really stylized. You can use color as well. So lots of different ways that you can draw your own tree of life. Make sure not to copy these. These are just ideas for you to draw your own, but usually with lots of branches and leaves and roots. So and that circle shape seems to be something that people like too. So think about that when you're doing your own trend. This trend number 6, outline tree of life. So here's trend number 7 for you. Too much toddler, not enough coffee. Only 158 results, so super low competition. These are the best selling. These are actually using the words, but I would say use some more graphics in yours when you're doing yours. And just take a look at some of these best sellers. So mostly words right here, handwritten mostly. So take a look at that. And this is a t-shirt for moms, I'm guessing. So Mother's Day is coming up. I think that's why this is trending. Here are some 15 product tags on the idea board. You can see Mother's Day, I'm using that, funny mom sayings, as well as some other mom sayings. If you do this one, I would say do some other mom sayings for Mother's Day, some other coffee sayings, and kind of mash them up with coffee mom sayings. So those are really popular on POD sites. So here are some graphics for toddlers, right? Lots of ways to show toddlers and lots of ways to show coffee. So kind of mash those up and put them in a nice design. So there's lots of ways to do mother's t-shirts or t-shirts for moms. You can see here mom quotes. Typically handwritten fonts, script fonts do really well. So that's why you see that here, as well as with a little bit of artwork. So you can see this one has some coffee and hearts, right? So kind of mash these two together, these ideas, with some script fonts, some nice fonts, some iconography for toddlers and coffee. Kind of mash those two together, and I think you'll come up with a really good design that someone doesn't have already. So this is your trend number 7, too much toddler, not enough coffee. So for trend number 8, I found you this, unite behind science, only 159 results, and here are the best selling. So you can see there's unite behind the science as well as unite behind science. So let's take a look at some of these best sellers. This is one where you could have the words, or you could just have, maybe a symbol like that, or some kind of science thing, or you could come up with your own science design and then just use this as a tag. You don't necessarily have to use this one, but this is trending. So take a look at some of these. Here's your idea board. Again, here are some other tags you can do around climate control, maybe chemistry, you know, because science, that kind of thing. So here are some other ideas you can do, other science sayings, like I said, and then just use this as a tag. Maybe some climate change sayings, because that's really popular, again, with Earth Day, right? And some Earth Day sayings again. So you can see here, this is another one that could be used for Earth Day designs. I tried to think about different graphics for unite, since that word is in there. So these are some kind of symbols for uniting, and some symbols for science, right? You got these kinds of things. So kind of use those two together, make up your own ideas. For this trend, this is trend number 8, unite behind science. So here's trend number 9 that I found for you. That's what cheese said, only 110 results, so super low competition. Here's the best selling. Of course, this is a pun for that's what she said, but instead using the word cheese, which is really clever, I think. Way to mash up those two ideas. So you can see here, these are the best selling. So a lot of pictures of cheese and those words, that's what cheese said. Here's the idea board that I made for you. That's what cheese said. 15 product tags that you can do right here. A lot of them have to do with cheese and cheese puns, of course, and food. You could do some other cheese puns. There's a lot of Gouda cheese puns out there. There's a lot of food puns out there too. So, and food sayings. So this is a huge niche to get into, to the food niche and the funny food niche. This is one that I like to do and does really well for me. So here's some graphics for you. Different ways to draw cheese, right? You can do a cute cheese or just a cheese by itself, and different ways to say that's what. So I put kind of the talking bubble or the quotes, right? You could do that. And here's a cheese saying something, or different ways to do cheese designs. You don't have to have it say something. You could just say that's what cheese said on here with a big cheese or something like that. Or have, you know, the cheese with a mouth and say that's what cheese said. So lots of different ways to do this. Make sure yours stands out and is better than what's on there already. This is your trend number 9. That's what cheese said. So last trend number 10. This is what I found for you. We're gonna ride or what? Only 113 results, and these are the best selling. So there's different ways to do this. You kind of have to pick one. So you could say, are we gonna ride a horse or what? Are we gonna ride bikes or what? Are we gonna ride, you know, four-wheeling, Jeeps, those kind of things? I went with bicycle, but you can pick whatever. But take a look at these right here. There's lots of different ways to do it. You got bikes, ATVs, you know, lots of different ways. So I went with bike. I went with actual bicycle, not motorbike, dirt bike, but you can do whatever. So here's my idea board for bicycle. You can see bike riding, bicycle fun. So your tags are going to change depending on what you pick here. So these are all tags for bicycle, and there's different bikes, right? So you got street bikes and you got dirt bikes. So both of these you could do with these tags here. Other bike sayings, you got motorcycle sayings too if you want to get into that, and four-wheeler sayings if you want to get into those. So you remember those were the other ones you could put in there too. Of course, you're gonna have to change these tags. So here's some graphics for street bikes, some graphics for dirt bikes. Remember the audience though. So don't just slap a dirt bike on there or a street bike. Remember to make this design for that specific audience. If it's for someone that loves street bike racing, then of course do it more like that. If you want somebody that does dirt bike racing, here's some ideas for dirt bike. I put those on here so you can see those ideas. These are just to have you brainstorm again, not to copy. So come up with your own idea that's better than those that are out there already, and make sure it's something that someone wants to wear, right? So this is your last trend for this video. Trend number 10, we're gonna ride or what? So that is it. Those are all the 10 trends for this week. Take a look at these. Here are all of them together. This is the time you can take your snapshot. This can be your to-do list for the week. I handpicked these trends out of the ones that are on RedBubble. These are not the lowest trends, or these are not the trends with the lowest competition, but I like to pick these because they're very visual. You can see here, orange juice box, right? A hurricane, donuts, banana duck. These are all have graphics that you can use with it. And I try to look for those when I'm looking for trends. And there are also trends for topics or niches that are really popular, right? So this orange juice box, the 90s kawaii theme is really popular. You got some Earth Day stuff back here with the United Behind Science and the outline Tree of Life. You got summer topics with double plays baseball, and coffee is a huge niche. So look for those when looking for your own trends if you're not looking for these, or if you're done with these and want to look for other trends. When you're looking for trends, look for big niches that you can break into, and I think you'll have a better time of selling those, or at least an easier time, instead of going really niche down for things that people aren't really looking for. And look for things that you could use graphics with, because then you don't need to actually put these words. These can be tags, and those graphics can be used with other tags as well, and they'll last longer and not just for the trend, right? So hopefully that was really helpful for you. Let me know in the comments which one of these trends you would do this week. I'm looking at banana duck. That could be really fun. Let me see. Orange juice box, of course. I'm going to try that one with the 90s theme. That could be a fun one too. So let me know what you would want to do in the comments there. Thanks so much for staying till the end. And your reward is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for staying for this trend. Here is your trend. I'm not old, I'm classic, funny car graphics - men's and women's t-shirt. So very long, but this pulled up on Amazon when I started typing in. So I'm going to search for that. People are looking for that right here. It says men and women's, but I think this is probably more geared towards men and Father's Day. So of course, both could wear it, but I think that's who it's geared for. You can see this video here with this older man wearing this t-shirt. So look at these BSRs. They're kind of low. Some of them are really low. I think they're going to get even lower though for Father's Day as we get closer and closer, but some of them are doing really well. You can see that one is really low here. On Merch Informer, you can see it's getting an A, so you know it's good. If you don't have Merch Informer, I have a link in the description for Merch Informer where you can check the competition and make sure that it's something you can do. Here's some other ideas, right? So you can see this one's really selling well. Another way to do it here. So that's Merch Informer. It's really great to see that kind of ideas. Again, these are just ideas. These are bestsellers, but don't copy this. Make sure that you do your own version on this, your own take on this, and make sure to do more and more Father's Day shirts. It's getting closer and closer. So think of different ways that you can do this. This, of course, is for fathers who love old classic cars, but think of different things that fathers like. Maybe they like fishing, so do a fishing one. Maybe some fathers like other things, right? Maybe riding bikes and stuff like that. So think about different niches that you can do and mash up with Father's Day and do that. So, but this is your trend for this video. I'm not old, I'm classic. So have fun with this one and make sure to make your own design. So that is it for this trend video this week. We got another one down, those 10 RedBubble trends. Hopefully those are really helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching. If this video was really helpful for you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button so that you can be subscribed to see all my videos. And now that you have all these trends, click on these videos to see what you can do with them, different designs that you can do with trends. And as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.